Welcome to Ubuntu Videocast. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to create an iSCSI storage on your Ubuntu Linux machine. iSCSI is widely used in storage area networks, like for example the left-hand storage devices, now part of HP. The advantage of iSCSI is that you can make use of your existing network infrastructure, and you don't have to create another network for that. But it's highly recommended that you do, because iSCSI is very chatty and can basically overwhelm your existing network. Alright, let's get started. Alright, let's enter sudo apt-get install iscsitarget, and you see here it's downloading and installing it. And as you noticed, in my case, the iSCSI Enterprise Target Service starts. If you install it fresh the first time on your machine, it won't start. And to make it start, basically we have to edit the etc defaults iscsitarget file. Alright, let's go ahead and have a look at that file. Okay, enter sudo nano and then etc/default/iscsitarget. Hit enter. And you see there, by default, the option is set to false, and just go ahead and delete it and type in true and save that file. And then you can go ahead and restart your or start your iSCSI service. And if you're not sure if it's already running or not, just enter sudo/etc/init.d/iscsitarget and enter status on the end, and it gives you the information if it's running or not, and in this case it is running. And if you want to restart, enter the same and change status to restart. Go ahead and use a flat storage or hard disk file that we create, and to create that I'm using the dd command. Well, first we have to create a folder where we want to store our scuzzy file or storage file. Enter sudo mkdir/srv/iscsi and then have a quick look at it if it's there. Alright, cool. And then we go ahead and enter sudo dd, then if for input file, and then we equal that out to /dev/0, and then we create the basically the flat file with of for output file equals, and then we give them the location /srv/iscsi/iscsi-storage01.img, and then we add some extra options to it. The first one is bs equals 104.8576, and if you're wondering why I'm using this weird number, this weird number equals out to 1 megabyte, and this is the 1 megabyte written out in bytes. And then the next option we use is count, and we count that up to 100, and by executing this command we create a 100 megabyte disk image file. Alright, let's enter ls-al/srv/iscsi, and you see there's a 105 megabyte file. We have to create an iscsitarget, and by doing this we open up the /etc/ietd.conf file with nano, and I'll leave that all to you to read all through those options. And basically what we do is we go all the way to the bottom and create a new target. Each storage device has to start with the directive target and then follows by a IQN number. IQN is the iSCSI qualified name, and it has to follow by the date where the domain name is created, followed by the domain name backwards. Alright, let's enter it here. So IQN 2003-03 dot com.example. I'm just using example.com here, and then we enter colon, and then we have to give them a name for that storage device, and that can be something you like. It's iscsi-storage01 in my case. And then the next one is the LUN. We have to create a LUN, and every target has to have a LUN, and the first one has to be 0. And then we enter the path where our storage device is, and in our case is this flat file we just created, and that will be on /etc/srv/iscsi/iscsi-storage01.img. And then we have to specify the type of that storage device, and if you use a block device, then you have to enter block, and in our case we're using a file, so we have to type equals file IO. Oh, I have a typo here. Let's correct that. Alright, cool. Next one, you can but have not to enter the alias, and I'll enter it here as LUN1. You can name it whatever you like. And then the next option is the incoming user, and that should be there for security. Create a username and a password, and you can use whatever you like for the username and for the password. Alright, just enter incoming user, and then create the username. It has nothing to be on the Unix system or Linux system. You can just specify it in this file, and I keep it easy here. Use iscsi for username and iscsi for the password. The next one is outgoing user, and we leave that empty. We don't have any use for that in our case. Alright, that's it. Save that file, and then to make use of that file, we enter sudo /etc/init.d/iscsi-target and restart the service. And if we don't see any error message, our configuration was successful. Alright, that's it for this episode, and in the next episode I'm going to show you how to use the iSCSI initiator on the Linux machine. Thank you very much, and see you next time.